Good evening, Gooners. Welcome to In the North Bank and a Matchday preview show. And Seema's already in
Who's in the chat?
Oh no, who's in the chat? Oh no. Oh, it's 30.
Loverboy.
Here we go. He's here. He's
Yeah,
he's
in.
He's watching along.
Literally.
We'll come to the introductions. I've got Statman Rich, I've got Seema, and I've got Daniel going alongside me. We're being flanked or stalked by the wee man himself, Mark Taylor. Big up elite panel tonight. Yeah, so I hope you're doing well, mate, and enjoy the show. God blimey, it's been a long time since I've spoke with all of you, and it feels like an absolute eternity from the last game. Chelsea. It was Chelsea, wasn't it? Yeah. God, all that way ago. 1-0 win.
16.
Jesus, flies by. Obviously, we're previewing the Arsenal-Fulham game on Tuesday night. Another London derby with massive implications, I think, just for that top four race. I think that's all we can kind of target now with our season domestically now. Look, if Liverpool self-combust, then look, we'll be willing to take the title off them, but look, I think it's a race to get second and make sure we don't falter any further. But how are you doing, Richard?
Good, thanks, and been a bit tired, but slowly getting back to normal.
Good. And you, Daniel, just how you been?
Pretty good over here. Just a little fire outbreak at my residence on Sunday. So thankfully everybody's fine. We're doing good.
Good. Well, blimey. And Seema?
I'm good. I'm just waiting for next week. This is so boring. I hate international breaks. Yeah.
Look, we'll go into it a little bit later. Just the internationals, but I want to just we're gonna scoot into this game on Tuesday. Obviously, an extended break from everyone coming back from internationals. FA Cup weekend, isn't it?
I'm just so surprised. The FA Cup is coming this weekend. Normally, after the international breaks, normally the league games, but I was shocked.
Well, I think it's just the way it's run this time round. What are your thoughts, Richard, on the game on Tuesday?
Well, I think we should edge it. I mean, it will be whether that FA Cup game on Saturday gives them a slight edge on match fitness over us, but I still take us to edge it by the odd goal. What
are your thoughts, Seema?
I don't know. Like, we always tend to mess up with Fulham, don't we? It's almost like there's
I was about to say something.
There's a little barrier, right? That just we cannot get ourselves over, and then and they have been doing well. I think the last game they won, didn't they? Or did they draw? And then the last two games, I think Fulham, I'm talking about, by the way, they won.
No.
We've had
the last time you won one.
Heads, you're talking.
That's where it gets Arsenal, or you mean the Premier League?
In general, Fulham's performance.
No, in their last.
The last two games, the last one and 1-1.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm quite pessimistic, but I always like to say 2-1, but because we always want Arsenal to win. But it's almost like, some of them players, they come back, our ex-players want to come back and prove themselves, and they do, don't they?
Yeah, usually.
It's like a not so much a retirement home for ex-Arsenal players at Fulham, but there are an awful lot of old faces there, isn't there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
What your
Sorry?
Daniel?
Sorry?
what are your thoughts on the game and the amount of old faces?
This game against Fulham, every time it feels like there's a dark cloud whenever Arsenal are playing Fulham. Like you feel something bad is going to happen, most especially when we are trying to fight for something good, or you're trying to play that we're playing for the league or the top 4 fight. But actually looking at the head-to-head record, and I found out that they've just beaten us once in the last 10 games. The last 10 games to play against Fulham, they're just beating us once at 3 draws, and we won 6 games. But it feels like we've lost more to Fulham than we have actually won. Probably because the 2 times they drew against us was really, really severe to our title hopes, and it makes this game feel a little bit awkward for me. But I'm just expecting us to win by the odd goal, probably 2-1 or 3-2. How am I predicting 3-2? 1-0. 1-0 to that.
Yeah, I mean, look, you've hit the nail on the head, Daniel. Really, to be honest, I mean, that draw last year, early in the season, wasn't it? Second game, was it? Second, or was it the first game? And 2-2, and it was a sickening game.
Yep.
I remember it. Remember it well. Yeah, it was the time, wasn't it, where we kept on conceding the goal in the first minute. I think we I don't know. We just self-composed. Remember when we Aaron Ramsdale in goal, and then you had the Fulham. It was a mistake. A left back or right back, I think it was. We lost the ball, and then Pereira ran onto it.
I think for Tomiyasu, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he got caught on the ball, and then that was it. And he just come through and just slipped it past Ramsdale being out of his goal. But we just went into that season where we conceded 3 goals from in the first minute. And I think it was Southampton. I think it was Bournemouth as well.
Was it Bournemouth? I thought it was Newcastle. It's like the season before. Where they just kicked it from as kickoff went, and.
But literally, it was carbon copy. So literally, they played it down the wing, carried on running in, and then all of a sudden crossed the ball in, bomb, straight in, goal, and it was like, okay.
It was Southampton. Theo Walker scored a goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Theo Walker, Southampton.
Yeah, it had him, and then we had. Trying to think of that game. It was the early goal. It was real frustrating, and then. I think it was, the last 20 odd minutes we scored. Yeah,
we actually put the game back to winning 2-1 and considered a late goal.
Yeah, I think it was. I think Nketiah scored within about 3 or 4 minutes from the first goal. I think Saka got a penalty at that game.
I think your Fabio Vieira placed a lovely pass to Nketiah, the equalizer, and Fabio Vieira got the penalty also in that game, if I'm not mistaken. I think Gabriel Magalhaes was the one that fought for the equalizing goal. Either Gabriel Magalhaäes or Martin Odegaard, one of them, I think.
Yeah, they didn't clear the ball, did they? And it was smashed in.
Yeah. But yeah, look, we should have held the game out, and we after coming back and doing all the hard work to get back in it, and then we go and concede a goal right at the end. And yeah, that was a sickening result.
like Mark was saying, it was against 10 men. Remember, Fulham had a player sent off in that game too.
Did they remember? I can't remember.
I can't remember.
Oh,
They had a player sent off.
it was late on, wasn't it? Yeah, well, it was. It was
Yeah.
late on before they scored. And I was suddenly thinking, oh, yeah, we're going to put them to the sword. And then, yeah, no, you're right.
Kieran Bassey.
But it sounds familiar. Yes, could be the one. But, yeah, we should have. Yeah, we should have held on. But it is what it is on that side. Hold on a second, my camera's going mad. I'm not moving. It's just literally the camera's just going one way. So I'm drifting off. Yeah, that was the probably the most disappointing one of recent times. We then obviously had that. Well, no, it wasn't the most. It wasn't the most disappointing. It was New Year's Eve. Everyone remember it?
Yep.
2-1 at their place, and yeah, that was sickening. See, I've gone again, and it was worse.
Dancing.
It was worse. It was the worst performance I think I'd seen under an Arteta team, and that's why I always earmark that one, and that was the crucial one. I think that we lost the title. I think had we played the way we played. I think we might have been coming away
You're
with.
talking about Bukayo that scored in the 5th minute.
Yeah, and you just saw the team plateau off and just literally just nosedive. I've never seen that. But yeah, to be that in command as well that early, and then just drop off a cliff. It was.
That's why I never like Arsenal scoring first.
No, and again, even the draw this season, I think we started off really well and then go and concede that chance with Jimenez, and that just makes it hard to get going when you're 1-0 down, and this is what we've got to try and break from now, haven't we?
Yeah.
On that side, but yeah. Let's go back. Chelsea, how important was that win, Seema?
I don't think it actually really mattered. We'd lost the title by then. It was about keeping face, wasn't it? It's the London derby, and you know we always do want to win, but beat Chelsea. The fact that they're that £1 billion team, just goes to prove that money doesn't really buy you the wins. It buys you the talent, but not the wins. So I don't think it was that much of an issue, and a bigger deal, and you could tell that. I don't know if you were there. Were you there, Paul? Yeah. So you could tell by the crowd, couldn't you? That crowd was pumped.
Yeah. Yeah, the crowd was pumped. I'll go into.
They were right behind the team. It was just like the team wasn't behind the team.
Yeah, well, I think I've got quite a few opinions on the crowd. I look at it now with Ticket Exchange, a total wash of tickets, and people apparently.
I mean, Champions League is getting diabolical. I'm sorry, our home game against PSV was hideous. The crowd was.
Oh yeah, no. The club brought that on themselves as well. I mean, look, to expect fans to be paying, certainly as a red member, and what you're saying is that any red member, bearing in mind you go into the ballot, will only be able to buy a ticket that's around 110 to 147 pound. For a game that's a dead rubber, 7-1 win as a Category A. When, in all honesty, there was no way PSV should have been a Category A. Don't care if it's Champions League quarterfinal or not. I think it has to be on.
When you look at what. Yeah, especially when you look at what the PSV did for their fans, and they refunded all their tickets.
Yeah, look, I look at it. This game, Real Madrid, Category A, that is 100%. You'll be like that straight away, there'll be no questions asked. But to literally do that for PSV, I don't know. It's done. But as I said, I think that doesn't help. It doesn't help the whole thing. But again, all these fans that are crying out for tickets, snap them up and actually back your team and support your team. Let's not turn up just thinking, oh yeah, it's done, dusted. Nothing to do. If you've been crying to get tickets, make the difference. Yeah, if you're not going to the games, just actually make sure that you can actually go and actually support the team and actually start singing.
Yeah, but what also annoys me is we end up with so many empty seats in club. Bloody fill those up.
Well, it's a bit hard. It's a bit harder in club because again, those prices are what they are. Unless you're not going to. It's like the ones that even just in the lower tier, you can maybe say, right, okay, do something for the local schools or something, just to try and get bums on seats and whatever, make a difference. But I'm not sure you're going to get a school going in club level with free beers and I don't know. I think it's frowned upon. I think for children to partake in a little beverage or a free beverage at half time. But it is what it is. But I don't know about you, Richard, but I'm looking at trajectory really for the team. I'm looking at creating proper form and moving on to the next games. That's why I asked about the Chelsea game with that little cut off before the break.
The Chelsea game was important, not because we're likely to win the league from where we are, but you had Forest breathing down on it. If we lost to Chelsea, they would have closed the gap, and City would have been closer too. So we've maintained that gap, and that's important. It's all about getting that second place now and getting enough points so that if miraculously Liverpool do fall off the face of the cliff, we're there to mop up. But it's all about that extra prize money for finishing, all about keeping that consistency of being second, and hopefully taking it into next season and actually going that one step better.
Yeah, definitely. Let's go back into Tuesday. Yeah, Daniel. We know Bukayo Saka is back in training and he could make the bench, but again, I think it's 50-50. I think I've heard lots of crying for him to start or don't use him, say, in this game, but then playing against Madrid. And you're suddenly thinking, I'm not sure I want a player coming back from injury to play such an important game, which, let's be real, he has to be 100% ready to avoid any further kind of breakdowns or any other complications, because we know the severity of the hamstring tear. What are your thoughts on him potentially being involved?
In all honesty, I believe Bukayo Saka has been back for like 2 weeks now. I said it in the last pod. I think he has been back, like really back for the past 2 weeks. And probably the reason why he wasn't involved in the team, Mikel Arteta will be scared of him being called up for the England national team. As a reason why
Definitely.
they don't want to introduce him yet. Yeah, so if I see Bukayo Saka
Wrapped him up in bandage.
if I see Bukayo Saka starting against Fulham on Tuesday, I will not be surprised. I would not be surprised because I believe he has been back for like 2 weeks now prior to this. So, uh, whatever the manager does is going to tell us how fit Bukayo Saka is and what our expectation for Bukayo Saka in the game against Real Madrid. So, whatever the manager decides against Fulham will really tell us a bigger picture about the fitness of the player. If he starts, then I'm right in saying Bukayo Saka has been back for the past 2 weeks. And if he gets like 30 minutes or so, probably just gaining match fitness. But if he doesn't make the bench, then I'm afraid we will not get Bukayo Saka playing the starting game against Real Madrid. So that's just my opinion in the whole situation.
Yeah. No, I think it's obviously quite good. I think with Arsenal, I think they do keep a lot, or certainly try to keep a lot, kind of under wraps, and they're very good at doing it. So yeah, I agree with him. But again, there's always just that kind of element that gets sewn into your head. Is it too soon? Do we want to really chuck everything in on him? Yeah, obviously it's a massive game, and we need our massive players.
But I was just so surprised that Bukayo Saka was the one that announced his return. Unlike the club tends to be the one to announce the player coming back from injury.
Yeah.
But
so maybe there's more. There's more to it, maybe, and maybe that is it. And that's I imagine he's absolutely chomping at the bit as well to get back.
Yeah, I mean, Arteta has said
unknown to him, isn't it?
Yeah, Arteta has said that recently, that he's wanting to do more and he's having to hold him back. Saka has felt ready himself, but so it will be interesting to see what happens Tuesday.
Yeah. No, I can't wait for it now. I think that the place will erupt if he's on the bench or whatever he starts. Yeah, and that's it. And yeah, God help if he scores. I'll tell you, I think the place will lift. The other bit of team news: Jurrien Timber was a doubt. He was ill for Holland, but it looks like he's recovered and should be back in the squad. Then we had Calafiori worrying us again, didn't we? But it looks like that's just going to be short term, maybe touch and go for Madrid. But I've not really heard too much more about it, really, to be honest. I know they kind of said about the 2-3 weeks when it happened, but after that, nothing else happened.
Because they were waiting for the scan, weren't they?
So I don't know if anyone else is.
Nothing from the club.
Yeah, so there weren't anything else.
No, I only heard grade. It was between grade 1 and 2.
Yes,
so 1.5.
I mean, the club that I know, Arsenal, they wouldn't want to put out any news regarding the injury. Most of the injury news we get, most of the injury news we get from this IT case, those big accounts like the likes of Dave Ornstein, Fabrizio Romano. So, from my own perspective, I believe the injury is not that serious, because if it was that serious, the likes of David Ornstein and Fabrizio and those IT cases, those Arsenal IT cases we have, would have been spreading the news to say, it's at the ACL, MCL, whatever injury. So the fact that nothing like that is coming out from the media, Twitter, and all the media outlets just shows probably it's a minor injury and it will back in no due time.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be interesting, isn't it? It's going to be interesting. Seema, talk to me about Mr. Odegaard.
Yeah, I mean, apparently on his international break, he's back. Like he had 3.
We want an Odegaard that is going to be firing, don't we? And this is the time now for that player to be elevating and coming up and bringing players around him up. And look, Saka coming back, that could be the catalyst, couldn't it? What are your thoughts on him? Again, just in that midfield, I think it's been probably roughly treated. I think in the way he's been criticised. I don't think it's been as bad as what people make out. But
I don't know. I mean, from what I'm hearing as well, when you follow the social media, there's a lot of everyone's talking about how he's doing too many tricks. With the ball, like how he's like swerving and he's pulling the ball through and, those sort of things. And it gets the crowd going for sure. But we want to see him place that ball in the right spot from the corners. And I said it on the other podcast, he needs to stop taking the free kicks. Because his free kicks have not been spot on.
We need to find a free kick taker, don't we?
We
4 years now, isn't it?
On the direct free kick for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, over 4 years.
I mean, but he did in the international break. One of the corners that he took, he placed it in the right place, in the right spot. So why not do it?
I think he was the last one to score a free kick, wasn't it?
Burnley, I believe he was.
Burnley, yeah.
Anywhere.
Burnley away, yeah. I think that was it.
That's when he was on loan with Arsenal. That's when he scored. That was the last free kick.
Yeah.
And before that was Mikel Arteta.
Oh God, here we go. Are we going that far back? Jesus, my brain can only handle up to last season. Okay.
Knowledge here.
I mean, I'd like to see Ben White, Saka, Odegaard, and then we can throw in Ethan.
The Martin Odegaard discourse is really annoying for me. I'm not against the fact that he's
hello pizza delivery.
The fact that it's not having a great season, it happens. But fans calling for him to be stripped of the captaincy, that for me is just way over the top, and I find that so disrespectful because you can't just strip your captain off because it's having a poor season or because it's not going well for him. And a lot of fans calling for him to be dropped and Nwaneri should play in his position. Come on. I feel Arsenal fan, we tend to do that a lot and tend to throw our players under the bus so often, and we cry so much when the rival fans try to do that to our player, but forgetting the fact that we ourselves are the one that does that so much to our own player, not minding the captain of Arsenal Football Club. So I'm just so happy that Martin Odegaard is coming back to himself, and the match we should play during the international break really showed the quality of the player. Form may be temporary, but quality, your quality is permanent. And Odegaard is a quality player, and we should be grateful. We should be thankful we have such players in our team.
Yeah, well said, Daniel. I think it's a lesson for just for fans in general. I think whether or not you're an online fan, a global fan, don't get to see it in person or in the stadium, and there's that massive divide, isn't there, from the online fan base to the match going fan base, and this is where you have this proper paradox where it's just it doesn't seem real, the online side of things, and it becomes a lot proper toxic. There's not a lot of sense to it. I mean,
it's almost like they're watching a different match, isn't it, Paul?
Different match, different understanding of where you are, where you've been, where you are now.
I just feel it's a premeditated agenda to want to see what you want to see. In the sense that a lot of fans have this mindset that because we couldn't get Madison over Martin Odegaard, so there's a premeditated hatred for him or wanting him not to do. Whenever there's a slight dip in form, they are so quick to come out and say trash about the captain. And the fact that he's the captain of the club hits some people so straight into their heart, and a lot of them want Declan Rice to be a captain. I wish I'm not against Declan Rice. Declan Rice is a quality player who can be a captain of the club. But I just feel there's a premeditated bias towards Martin Odegaard. We shouldn't be so, because Martin Odegaard is our player, is our captain. We should be supporting our player, but so fortunate the kind of fans we have these days.
Yeah, and look, if we back these players, then we have no qualms when it comes to actually seeing them potentially leave. So, you know what I mean? Everyone be questioning why players said, oh, yeah, I want to leave. Because you don't have to back him or whatever, or you have this kind of thing. Look, you have to support all day long, haven't you? You've got to support your players. And I don't like, and I've said it all along. I said, look, whilst the player is wearing my shirt, I'll back them until they stop wearing it.
I also think there's a lack of understanding.
Yeah.
You've got to think he played. He got injured on the international break. He struggled for form, and just as he was finding his form, he's lost Saka, he's lost Ben White, and he's having to try and form new partnerships that aren't intuitive and aren't instinctive. So he's having to think about what he's doing, where that he's placing that ball, and where those players are going to be when he's playing them. And it isn't worked as well for him. But that's not all on him. There are factors behind it. Yes, shooting wise, when he's been in front of goal this season, it's been frustrating. But players go through dips in form. But he can play a ball through. If the player he's playing the ball through to doesn't score, that's not his fault. That's down. He probably would have had more assists this season if people had been a little bit more clinical in front of goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think a lot of it comes down to he's probably doing the similar stuff to what he normally be doing. As I said, I think he reads the game a lot quicker than the others that are around in those areas, and then that's what it is. That kind of momentary dithering or whatever. It doesn't come off. So a pass that gets missed by a fraction is deemed a mistake or whatever. I think that's where unfortunately it goes awry. But yeah, I'm looking for a big end to the season from I think all the players now.
I believe celebrations are in motion. Martinelli got engaged.
Oh, I did. I never spoke to him.
I know. He put it on his Insta, so I follow him.
I thought he called me before putting on Insta.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, he told me personally.
Yeah. Congratulations to that man. God, hopefully he'll step up as well.
Don't say that he's not. From and I thought you were going to say, hopefully he'll have a baby by next season. You know what happens then?
Yeah, no more. We don't want no more.
They all get injured.
No, I just want him to. I want him to earn his
step up,
his spot in the team and actually show what he can do, because I know he can do better, and I think it's just total confidence on it, on his part. But yeah, I think we've all gone narrow wins. On Tuesday. Yeah, I think it's going to be another one. I think I'm sorry. 2-0. 2-0 Arsenal. Clean sheet. Yeah, I can see it now. No, I can't. I'm just too far away. Oh God! Right, and then last night
playing this weekend.
Crystal Palace.
Okay.
They're at home, I
Another-
believe,
another
against
London
Oh
Palace.
my God, he started. Don't put it up, Paul.
What?
The comment.
Then it could be Kisima.
Oh no, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Never backing down.
Yeah. But let's drift into a meaningless game yesterday, wasn't it? Really, a small game in the
Sorry,
women's
did you say meaningless?
calendar. I was joking.
I know.
Sarcasm. Yes. 2-0 down after the first leg.
Was he ever really in depth to qualify? Was he ever really in depth? Were you guys scared we were not going to beat Real Madrid?
If you saw the first half, you would have.
I
mean,
had us winning that game. I had us winning that game with all confidence because Real Madrid are really not that powerhouse when it comes to women football. And the fact we are playing at the Emirates alone gave me that belief we're going to win that game and we're going to qualify. I had so much trust. And the new coach, I don't really know her name that much, so sorry about that. She's been doing great. She's been doing great with the women's team, and I don't think Jonas would have qualified if he was in this position. So
I don't think so.
I had
Jonas would have got to be back to producing music. But yeah, no, they totally lost their way. I think with Jonas.
Back into last season, wasn't it? And then carried into it.
Yeah, if you look at that first leg and you saw the pitch that they were playing in, I'll tell you what, it almost felt like they were playing on the grass.
Oh no, those are better. The amount of
My
water that
youngsters
was in that pitch.
Oh yeah, crazy.
It was a throwback to the 1970s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're coming off and you're seeing all the women just covered in mud.
Well, the white wasn't white anymore, was it?
No. But yeah, totally. Just it was crazy. And look, the women's games moved on to be able to kind of be playing in that. Certainly in a Champions League kind of game where you're suddenly thinking, yeah, you're playing like Real Madrid, for Christ's sake.
Well, you think.
Come to this second leg.
You think, right?
On the carpet.
Boreham Wood's pitch compared to that.
Yeah, it's chalk and cheese. But yeah, I think it just shows. I think Arsenal over a period of time have helped fund that as well. That surface obviously being there for.
But their contract's running out, isn't it? Yeah.
Due to be ending, but I'm sure they'll be redoing it. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, it's been a long standing. I remember going there for pre-season friendlies through the years, and yeah, real good day out. I think I saw Pascal Sigan's debut and Kolo Touré. It wasn't. It was Yaya. Didn't Yaya Touré come for a trial and didn't sign? Yeah, that was it. We had them both playing, I think, and that was it. And yeah,
I went and watched the under-21s. Arsenal beat Man City, and I hadn't realised that I was sat next to Emma Heskey until someone came up and asked for a picture, and I turned around to the people behind. Who is that? Emma Heskey, Liverpool legend.
You're glad my Mark is not onto this show.
I know.
He would have cooked you a lot.
I know. It's okay. I've done that with Anthony Joshua as well.
Oh, he's easily forgettable.
When you got close.
So 2-0 after the first leg, everyone. So 2-0 after the first leg. Obviously, a record-breaking attendance for Champions League, but I also thought it was quite pitiful considering the numbers that we've had. And 3-0 in the second leg, through to the semi-finals. If VAR would have shown a bit of love to Russo, she'd have had a hat-trick. She had 2 goals in it, didn't she? And that was it. Well, she would have had 4 goals if they'd all been allowed, but she had two chalked off goals for the hat-trick. So what stood out, Rich, from that performance, do you reckon?
We took our chances. We were clinical, and we dominated the match. We won the ball high up and got on the attack. First half, we were probably lacking a little bit of precision with that final ball, but in the second half, we sorted it out. We got the ball in early, didn't allow them to settle and get the blocks in, and when they broke and had their chances, we defended well.
Yeah, I think kind of alluded to it. The first half was, I think it was very promising. I think we really dominated them and really pushed them back. I thought there were some real good performances, but again, just with the last part, and I think maybe we're a little bit too slow in that final third where we weren't zipping the ball out, and then coming out in the second half, we totally. We just steamrolled them in that second half.
And they only had 1 in the first.
Yeah, they offered really well. They did towards the end. I'll tell you what, I thought there was a time. I don't know about you, Richard, but I thought, hang on a bit, they're gonna concede. When you suddenly thought we had the goals disallowed, then all of a sudden it's like injury time. I think one of the last goal disallowed in injury time.
So 93.
Yeah, and then they go up the other end, and then all of a sudden we misplace a tackle, and then they're literally in the box, and you're like, oh no, you can almost see it coming. And they had a shot, it got blocked, and they were just lucky. I hadn't fallen to anyone else or a little bit more space. Then
but we should have finished the one that we had where the goalkeeper totally missed going. Ball and
no.
She literally she should have just passed the ball, but she wanted to take the shot with it, from herself. But anyway,
it's all ifs and buts. But when you know the game is so
exactly.
tight as well, when you suddenly look at that then takes it to extra time. And you're like suddenly, oh god, then that's a totally different game again. It just, But it could have been so easy. What are your thoughts on Russo?
Oh, me.
Seema.
No, she played really well. And I mean, I do like her. So she's her and Kelly, like Mark is saying, I do like them both. And I think there was something said in that changing room at half time, and the girls just came out and they were not only dominating, they were controlling the pace of the game. So
Yeah, I mean they couldn't get out.
Yeah.
They literally were
on the go,
they were camped in,
and it just caught. It actually, I think Real Madrid was stunned at what is happening, and they just couldn't understand. Hang on a minute, they're looking at each other like, what just happened? So
you saw the tempo. And the way we were really harassing them. And Mark alluded to Kelly as well. Chloe Kelly. I think she was immense. 2 assists. I think she had.
Even though she's on loan. Brilliant though. Really good.
So it's just proving her worth. But Richard, I'm guessing that's Sleeger's biggest night in the job. I think it was certainly it was her first knockout game, wasn't it? And you suddenly think now that's probably rated on one of her biggest achievements.
You've got to look at her record since taking charge, and it's been pretty good. actually been in charge in the first 6 games, we probably would have been closer to Chelsea, pushing them for the title, and that makes a difference. I think it puts pressure on, and in those tight games, where, like the City game where they were behind, if you've got a team breathing down your neck, but they're the games you got points in. But she's done a fantastic job. The players know their role. She knows that she picks her team. She knows that the team. With Jonas, it was a case of he was picking. His selections were weird for certain teams, and you were thinking, why are you doing that? Why are you going? And it just didn't make any sense. At least you see with Slagers what she's doing for each game.
Yeah, I think it's been really good. I think really good for her, and I think it's certainly coming to fore. Really, I think it's really showed that she can do the job, and really good. But just been alerted. I spotted it myself as well. Yeah, Chelsea winning 3-0 in their second leg as well. Yeah. So it's going to be it's going to be a very good quality competition. I think.
I'm expecting Manchester to knock him out.
Sorry?
I'm expecting Manchester City to knock Chelsea out tonight.
So was I.
I'd rather us and Chelsea meet in the final, and we stop them getting that.
Have you seen the Barcelona score?
6-1, if I'm not mistaken.
6-1.
Madness, but I think it's it's going to be a tough competition and a very big ask. I think certainly to get past Lyon. It's going to be an interesting one. I'd like to think a few of you will be over to watch it as well. I've booked my tickets. I'm going to take the children over there and get them supporting, and be a good game, I think. Saturday or Sunday, I think it is. I don't think it's been announced yet, but it'll be good. I'm just going to go back into the chat. Retroholic Gamer. I don't get if it's the owners and the board don't want to back Arteta and get first choices in transfer market. How can they ever expect us to win the league? The women do their business, no problem though. Yeah, well, there's a massive difference between our business and the women's business still. I think that's the big difference at the minute. Where we've got deals that are going to be about 100 million or whatever. I don't know. We could start this and go into another hour-long show where we've already been before about the owners and the board.
Cronky Undercover has not come on today, so we should have to wait for him.
No, he's not. No, he's probably at a family meal.
Probably the contract hasn't been renewed.
Yeah. But as I said, look, at some point, Arteta has got to be fully backed. And that's not saying he hasn't been backed, but as I said, there's obviously a reason why we haven't got the targets that we wanted to get, and that's over, say, 2-3 years, where we suddenly say, right, okay, well, it's not, say, just Arteta. There's still that board. There's still that, apparently, a football brain upstairs that is guiding him.
We should have the new sporting director in, right?
Oh, I was expected.
Should be announced. Yeah, I thought it was due to be announced over the break,
but it hasn't, has it?
No, but we'll have to see. But new guy comes in and hopefully can hold a few people to target, and then hopefully go for those those players that we need to get, because I'll tell you what, I've seen people's people on Twitter just with their shopping lists and sale eBay shops with the players that they're going to get rid of. And I'll tell you what, if the amount of players that people are saying they want to get rid of, we are going backwards, because I don't think there's enough money to buy all of those replacements, as well as try and keep on top of things.
It's easy to say, right? Because it's not your money to spend.
That's great. It's great on Football Manager or on FIFA.
They're just setting themselves up for disappointment, because at the end of the day, we know Arsenal and we know what Arsenal can do. So fans putting at least on the player we need to sign, we have to sign. You're just setting yourself up for disappointment, because at the end of the day, Arsenal will sign some player you don't even know about, the likes of
Yeah.
Can I just ask a question, Richard? Is it not true? Is this where they made yesterday about the women coming back from 2-0 down to win? They're the only team to have done it in the Women's Champions League.
It's the first time, yes. It's no one has overcome that deficit before.
Yeah.
So it's the first time.
I just wanted to know in my head it was the correct way.
Yeah.
Chelsea following the footstep already?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not even up to 24 hours. What the hell?
Yeah, Mark said that Leon are going to be a real tough test. He has heard. Yeah, no, they will be a tough.
They were tough in the group stages last year or the year before. I think we won at home, but lost away to them, if I remember rightly. So we really need to make the home side count and then just keep it tight away.
Are we playing home first or are we playing away first?
We're playing home first.
Playing home.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and they got an ex-Arsenal manager as well, haven't they? I can't remember the name of him.
Yeah, I believe it is.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting to see.
Did we know the date for that yet?
Atmosphere. No, it's going to be either the I think it's the 19th or 20th of April. So it's Saturday. Yes, Friday, Saturday or Sunday.
Sunday, the 20th of April is Ipswich away.
Yeah, that'll be at home then. So yeah, that's a free weekend.
Yeah.
So it's I imagine it's going to be the Saturday.
Yeah.
But we shall see. I don't know.
I would have thought the Saturday.
What will be the biggest draw?
Bigger crowd, won't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to double book it with the men's game, because I think they want to sell this out. Hence why they've already started selling tickets and done the early birds. So if you haven't already, go and buy your tickets. And it should be a good one. Mark has just said also on the chat, don't we have the highest transfer fee in the women's game?
Yeah, and we've been close to hitting that Trevor Francis £1 million first one. Twice we were close with Mary up saying up with one of the Spanish players as well. But we got up. I think we offered nearly 750,000 for, but didn't get.
Yeah, who is it? Yeah, because I remember the Earps deal, and that's what they were saying. It was going to be the record, and then obviously didn't go through. And she's still at Man United, isn't she?
No, she was still there this season, so it's I don't know whether she'll go next, but we'll see.
Who are you talking about?
What's that, Daniel?
Which player are you talking about?
Mary Earps.
I think she's left Manchester United. She's in France.
Oh, she's in France.
I thought she'd gone, but I thought we just missed the we didn't get the deal done, and then she just kind of Paris Saint-Germain, isn't she? Yeah. But missed the boat on that. I think she'd have been a massive upgrade.
These days, what's happened to Zinsberger? She's not playing.
She played in the first leg at Real Madrid, and she was at fault for both of the goals. First one she got a hand to, and it went in, and very similar with the second. She which is why I think you saw Van Domselaar in a return leg. Slightly better keeper, stronger wrist. Good, comes and claims high balls quite confidently, and that's all you can ask for in a keeper. I like Zinsberger, but we've outgrown her.
Yeah, whenever I watch her, like I said, I've been to a few games at the Emirates watching them, and I used to almost cringe with crosses coming in when Zinsberger was in goal. Yeah, it was just it was uncomfortable to watch. I don't know. I don't know whether or not it's just the confidence thing or just the size. I don't know. Just didn't feel real comfortable with crosses. But yeah, Monsola, I think it's just. I think a lot better. I think just a bit more controlled and a bit more confident in all she does. So yeah, upgrade. As I said, I think Earps would have been unbelievable at that time to replace Zinsberger. So yeah, moving on that, I suppose. Yeah, I think Russo probably. What was Russo's value then?
It was quite big, but it's not.
Sorry?
I said it was quite big. I think you were looking at nearly 500.
The highest is Naomi from Chelsea, the American.
No, she joined on a free transfer.
No, came on 5,000. Unless he was.
No.
Naomi Gima, yeah, Mike said.
I'm sure we went in and we went in for bids with them because I'm sure we went in and we suddenly said, oh yeah, we'll chuck some money in, and then there was talk about Earps as well after that. I'm sure we ended up getting on a free. Might have to someone have a Google. Chelsea paid over $1 million for defender. There's no surprise there, Mark. It's normally
she's injured. She's injured at the moment.
Yeah. Over the whole club, I think they've got about 96 defenders anyway. They got more left backs than us.
Is Mark driving? Because he's bloody well typing away. Or is he having a break?
I don't know. It calls me a lot.
He's probably taken the taco out and just to make it look like he's had a stop.
Yeah, it's something to claim back, isn't it? I suppose, isn't it? God, disappointing. So I've gone 2-0 Tuesday. Richard, what was it?
I was going with the stats at 2-1.
I said 2-1.
2-1.
I said 1-0.
You liar! You said something before that.
I said 3-2-1.
3-2-1. What is it?
Yeah, I'll be able to clip it back, Daniel. So
I actually was saying 3-2, then I realized we can't score at the moment, so 1-0 seemed like the obvious result of the game.
Yeah, at the minute we need 3 games to score 3 goals.
Yeah, 1-0 to the Arsenal, but when it comes to Champions League, we score a lot of goals. So, what? Final result, final prediction, final score: Arsenal 1, Fulham 0.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, let's hope we get 3 points and we can make that path to the end of the season a little bit calmer. I think if we get the points on the board and look, City and still drop points and everyone else, then it allows us to be a bit more freer for Champions League. And I said these games now are absolutely huge. Oh, I can't wait! I can't wait to even just get on the
train.
To
the right
the
stop,
first
to the right stop.
I want the first. Yeah, I want the first leg. I just want the first leg, but I just want to get on the plane to go.
Are you just gonna, how long are you going for?
Going there Tuesday morning, and then fly back Thursday.
That's all right.
Morning.
You've got a couple of days, hangover day, and then a couple of days.
So that'd be nice. Yeah. No, I think it'll be good, but we just got to make sure we don't.
We need to
silly.
need to take something to Madrid. And then in that second leg at Madrid, you keep it tight for 60 minutes and just try and hit them on the break.
Yeah, no, 100%.
At the San Siro.
So,
Bernabéu, you mean? Why did that come out?
I think it's about 90.
They only gave us 3,500. Bloody
yeah. Oh yeah, and they're in the absolute gods. They're like the 5th and 6th tiers.
It's a bit like Newcastle away, isn't it? You're up in the you're up on.
I think it's worse. I think it's almost like being in one of the NASA space.
The clouds.
So I think it's going to be very high, but it should be a good experience anyway. But I'm sure the travelling fans will have a good thing there. I think there's going to be a lot going over there anyway. We don't have tickets, so it'd be nice. Nice to see everyone jump in and sing along.
My friends are going. Yeah, 2 of my friends are going.
Can't wait. Well, we've got Fulham, we've got Everton at the weekend. Everton day before my birthday, and then
that's not a much game.
Real Madrid on that Tuesday. We'd want to rest players for that one, really, in all honesty. But I'm not sure it's gonna. Don't think there's any chance that we can even try.
Let's say, for instance, Liverpool lose their next 2 games and we're playing Everton. Do you rest a player for the Real Madrid game?
No, we put up the team.
No chance.
No, I think he's done well with his rotation this year. Anyway, I think just in general, I think he's done better with the rotation and getting everyone playing. I think this now will still play into his thinking where he's going to pick and choose players to kind of come in and do a job. Plus, also, he's got the options they can trust. You're looking at your Nwaneri, you're looking at even obviously Saka coming back in to the fold. Players are making a difference now when they come on and actually showing that they can do things. So
Martinelli too.
And look, and there's people to reach their potential as well. Yeah, look, a Martinelli, a Trossard. Can we find a bit of consistency from them on that side of the pitch? This is what we're crying out for now. And if we can get that right hand side sorted, and all of a sudden that left hand side suddenly flicks a tune or creates a tune, then all of a sudden we're looking pretty dangerous. And it doesn't really matter who we've got down the centre. If we've got dangers on left and right, it'll be really good. So I'm looking forward to it. Mark's gone 4-0, by the way, so he hasn't realised our problems with goal scoring. But no, he's optimistic. So let's hope for a win. But he's back home now. But on that note, everyone, just over an hour. Richard, Daniel, Seema, thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
It's been good. And Mark is just Newcastle away is shocking.
Why do we need to know that?
No. Are you some professional?
What?
He's too small.
He's got small legs.
going up those going up the upper tier was like climbing a mountain.
One-liners are just hilarious.
Violence from Richard.
Thank you.
But yeah, thank you for tonight.
You.
Yeah, let's good to be back on again, and yeah, look, we'll look at the shows over the next week or so.
Come on, you Gunners.
Going forward. So yeah, come on, you Gunners, and yeah, let's get a win and let's get moving on to the next week. See you later, everyone. See you later.